Chicken Genius Singapore predicts $120 price target for Tesla stock. Let's get into this and see, is there some solid ground to this, and should we Tesla stock investors, me as an all-in Tesla stock investor in my stock portfolio, really pay attention to this? I made videos before where I mentioned that it is possible that it could go down that low, and this is $420 per share before the split. And what's also interesting is that, and I'll give credit where credit is due, and obviously Chicken Genius made money on the way up, made money on the way down, versus bulls and bears, getting wrecked. And I do agree with Ken here, that's his actual name, that you don't want to just stick to a single narrative. Now, you have to adapt, and that's how I made most of my money. I adapted and then, made millions here, then adapted, made more millions here, and that's how life is. If you want to make a lot of money, you have to adapt. And his short-term outlook is small bounce, long-term, not very good. Now, I believe that Ken is still bullish very long-term for Tesla stock. By very long-term, I mean like 8 years out. I don't think that has changed. For me, am I selling Tesla stock? I have a question to everyone who is selling Tesla stock, especially shorting Tesla stock. What if you look at full self-driving videos, like this one right here, the traffic lights were broken. They were not working, and it did just fine. Look at this tight spot. This is quite crazy when you look at it. And it's not fully human-like, but it's getting there, and it's getting much more better. Think about if somehow, and I'm not saying this will happen, but is there zero chance that Tesla Autopilot will not crush it by the end of this year, where it will become crazy good, and then the stock is going to go up? Is that a zero possibility? Like, look right here. It's going to make a left turn into that crazy intersection. Do you think it's going to make it? Well, it's going to make it smoothly. Think about the autopilot. Think about full self-driving. If they somehow solve it, and it's going to happen very quickly, then, when it's close to it, it will look like, oh, it's not working. And then in like a few weeks, it will all of a sudden start working, because that's just how AI works. That's how fast it progresses. Are you willing to risk your money to bet against this, what is looking a lot more like human-like driving solution? Are you willing to bet your money against this, that it will definitely not be solved? Like, you can't give us a zero probability that it will not be solved quickly. There is some probability, and if it does get solved, and if it's obvious that it's going to get solved very quickly, then the stock is going to go crazy. When you look at previous AI products, like let's say AlphaGo, they only get solved like months before they get solved. All of the AI experts are saying that it's going to take years for it to be solved, and then boom, within a few weeks or months, it gets solved. Same is going to be for full self-driving as well. It will look like it's still years away, and then in a few weeks, in a few months, it will get solved. And when that happens, if you are short on Tesla, you're going to lose a lot of money. Hopefully not all of your money, but a lot of it. And can you time the market? I believe, yes, you can definitely time the market. But can you time it every single time? Like, if you try to time it 10 times, will you be right 10 times? Even if you're right just 9 times and you're wrong 1 time, if you're trying to time the market and you place a huge bet and you don't have downside protection, which is, when you're timing the market, that's literally what you are doing. You are increasing your downside because you are putting yourself at risk of losing incredibly big gains, which with Tesla, That seems likely to happen. At least that's why most all-in Tesla stock investors invest all of their stock portfolios into Tesla stock, because the upside seems so huge, and it's difficult to anticipate exactly which day the upside is going to appear in the stock market. So I am not willing to take that chance or that risk to bet against Tesla in the short term to potentially make a little bit more money here and risk all of the potential upside and not being a part of it, because it's so difficult to predict exactly when full self-driving is going to be solved. And when you think about it, the smartest engineer in the world, perhaps you could say, at least the richest man in the world for sure, Elon Musk, failed to predict exactly when it's going to be solved multiple times already. So if he cannot predict it accurately, that makes you think that you will be able to do so. Very difficult to do a better job than Elon Musk at something. So I'm not going to place that bet. And certainly if you made money shorting Tesla, full respect to you, you can definitely do that and make money. I have nothing against that, really. I mean, this is just what the market is. If you think you can make money shorting, go ahead. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. I see the upside. Now, is Ken's prediction of the stock going down to $120 per share, is that unrealistic? Is that impossible? I think it is. If the whole market crashes, then Tesla stock will also be affected. However, for me personally, I will see that as a buying opportunity. I am very happy where my investment is right now, and I'm not changing anything. Now, if you are thinking about going all into Tesla stock, then you want to watch this video, 48 reasons why you may want to consider going all in into Tesla stock. My name is Matt Posius. Thank you for watching.